Hello Adventure Leapers, heading off on the 9th and on the 16th. So this is a little briefing video to help you all with your last minute preparations to get you organised. My name is Millie. I think I've spoken to many of you over the last few months and your parents, and we are really excited to get you out there. For those that are going on the 9th that didn't go to Kenya, thank you so much for just being so adaptable and just moving from Kenya to Costa Rica on the another adventure program. So it's truly exciting, and I just think all your flexibility is just brilliant, and the only way we can work in this world that we are living in. Anyway, get a pen, a cup of tea, sitty downy, and let's get you organised. Starting with your arrival. Okay. All of you, whether you're the team on the 9th or the 16th, they're both Fridays, and we need you will arrive Friday night. You are all going to be picked up. Look out for the sign at the leap when you come through customs. It's a tiny airport at San Jose, so you really can't get lost. At that first night, you're all going to be taken to the Rosa of America, where you will meet all the leaders and each other after your long flight. For those that are already out in Costa Rica, we need you in the Rosa on that Friday, the 9th or the 16th, before 6 p.m, okay, before it gets dark. And we need you there with a negative PCR test, okay? Do not forget that, and do not think you can do it last minute, because you can't. So we really, really need you to arrive with that in hand. And then the next day you'll be up bright and breezy, and you'll start your adventure, going off first of all to see the crocodiles, and then the adventure starts first of all in the finca, which is next to the Manuel Antonio National Park. That is for your first week. That's where you're going to really have your adventure in the national park and do your community phase, before you then go to the middle phase, which is at Natura Wildlife Sanctuary. That's your tough challenge phase. That's where, yes, you will be getting up at about 5:30 in the morning to feed all the animals. And it is backbreaking work in there, but you will feel really good about it. You'll really contribute, and you'll think, okay, this is what the loop's about. It's not all about bonfires and having drinks around the bonfire in the evening. So that would be great. And then your third phase is at Samara, where you will be allowed to have a little bit of downtime. And that stretch of time is a bit of downtime and going off to Asvo for the turtle conservation. So that is how that's the order of the 3 phases, which I know you will love. So that's all great. Insurance. So boring. We all hate INS. It's official, I know. Thank you for being so patient. We are here to answer any questions. Just remember, there are simple the beneficiaries. You put in your parents' details. Option 1, option 2. You always go for option 2. And yes, when they give you your policy, they always put a 9 in front of your passport. Don't ask us why, but don't freak out. It's just a standard thing. You did not make an error. Okay, so the last bit of admin that you will have to do is to get your health pass. That is the day before you fly. That is the salud.com. It's in your MyLeap, the link to that. Again, top tips, do it on Chrome. If it says, are you traveling with a friend, just say no, because that complicates the matters. It doesn't matter what flight you use. If you'll use the flight from here to France or Madrid or on, doesn't matter. Okay, just choose one flight and off you go, and your QR code will appear in your inbox. Bingo. Looking at my little list. Okay, your visa. On arrival, you will get your visa stamped in your passport. Now, you are allowed to be in Costa Rica for 90 days, but what they are doing at the moment is they're giving you your visa stamp in line with your INS and your return flight. That's fine. If you decide to stay in longer and change your flight, do not worry and think, oh my God, my visa is going to run out, I'm going to get into trouble. Everybody has been extending it, and as long as you extend your INS and your battle face to your new flight, then everybody is happy. and nobody double checks at the airport. So that's all you need to do. Money, lots of questions coming in about money. Costa Rica is expensive, I'm telling you now. Everywhere you go, there's always a choice of restaurant, and there's always those that have more. So yes, you can go into Samara Beach, and you can go for a basic pizza, or you can go and have London price sushi. So you just got to make the right choices. You can have cocktails at 10 quid a cocktail, or you can seek out Happy Hour where it's 2 for 1. So you've just got to be savvy and just know Costa Rica is expensive. So you've just got to make really kind of good decisions and stick with the budget. If you are independently traveling afterwards, a good budget that people are saying kind of works well is about £250 a week. Just saying, could be a little less if you're a little bit more canny. With the taking money out, don't get the local currency out before you get there. It's really tricky to get. You get it from the ATM when you're there. It's the colones. It comes in multiples of a million, so it's quite confusing initially to get your head around. Take about $100 just to start the ball rolling, just think for emergencies on arrival or at the airport. And you can pay for everything in dollars, but they always give you the cash in the local currency, and that's, you know, prime time to get ripped off, because you might not get your head very quickly. Like myself, I didn't quickly get my head around all the different exchange rates. Kit, you will need everything that is on the kit list in your Miley. Please don't forget anything, especially the simple things, just as a water bottle. You'd be amazed how many people forget that. And don't think you can just use a plastic bottle, which you get, at Heathrow, because it's not sustainable, it's useless, it will crack, and it's just you really need a reusable, like the tin chili bottles. That is what you really need to take. So everything on that kit list is needed. Top tip, when you look at that and you think, what does she mean, a duvet cover? Okay, I literally mean a single duvet cover. They're the best things in the world. Just no point in buying those expensive sleeping sheets. Take a single duvet cover, plenty of space, clearly not with a duvet in it. And then at night time, if the place is covered in bugs, you literally button yourself up. You're safe. No one's going to bite you. Get through there. So that is all good. Okay, last thing that I'm going to really bore you about is health and safety. Okay, cuts. The simple cut. Really keep an eye on it, because in that hot, humid environment, a simple cut can get infected really quickly. And don't think once it's infected, it's going to get better by itself. It will need to be looked at and treated. Mopeds. I promise you, if anybody has a moped, a quad bike, a golf buggy, and has an accident, you will not have my sympathy. I'm warning you now. They are useless. They're not maintained. The roads are really full of rivets. They're heavy pieces of machinery and kit, and I really strongly advise you not to do it. And when people ring me up saying they've had an accident, it is so time consuming and so serious in various instances that it's not funny, and it is not worth the stress for your parents, for our team leaders, for us in this thing to have to deal with that. So please, please don't do it. Drinking. I've never really had to go there before now, but I'm now going there. We know that you guys have been locked down for about nearly a year now. Okay, we get it. You're going to go off like a rocket when you get there, because there's going to be a team of 24 people. It's going to be like a party. It's just going to be super exciting. Okay, but please be mindful. The drinks out there, the rum is so strong. And when you're at the beaches, and if you decide that you're going to drink yourself silly and pass out on the beach, okay, you're not going to wake up with your wallet or your phone. It is that simple. You know, there are people, a lot of people out there that have lost their jobs and are watching all these gap year students coming to Costa Rica, going to the beaches, going absolutely crazy on these, late night parties that, people are finding. You are a target. So we really want you to be, Chris and his team will talk about this, at every different phase. And the only phase that you've got to be mindful of is when you're at the beach at Samara, and if you go independently traveling, you have got to take it, be responsible. I know I'm sounding like a parent, but I am a parent. I'd be saying the same thing to my own kids. COVID, again, you are in a bubble, so you are going to be safe, and COVID secure as best we can while you're traveling through. And again, it's at the beaches when people kind of mix, go into the bars. That's when you kind of really rupture the bubble. Getting the PCR test at the end is super easy, and it is extremely easy to deal with if you get a positive test. We've only had one, but there's lots of VIPers that keep ringing saying they have got a positive test. What do we do at the airport? This is what you do. If you get a positive PCR test, you're to log in. The clinic where you get the positive test will tell the government. You will get an email from the government saying that you need to therefore go and isolate, quarantine for 10 days. So we advise that you find a nice hotel which is quarantine friendly. If it's in San Jose and it's the end of our program, we would be recommending that you go to the Rosa of America, who are really geared up for this. They allow you to have your own room space. They deliver you 3 meals a day. You can get Uber Eats. You can walk around the gardens, have a swimming pool. So it's a very civilized, non-scary experience. So that's what we recommend everybody to do. And of course, you've got to change your flight. So it is nothing to panic about or get stressed. We have had one, moment of experience, and it's seemingly very easy. So that, team, is that. Have a brilliant time, take care, and enjoy every minute of it. Goodbye.